everyone. This is Dorcas Chandler at dorcasgazelle.com. I know it's been a long time since I've been online, but I'm grateful to be back. I just didn't want to come online and be talking just to be talking. Had some issues and things going on in my mind about my weight loss journey, and it just seemed like I got stuck. So because I was stuck, I just felt like that instead of just saying things that made no sense probably to you, I just wanted to pull off the road and just get myself together. And I thank God for America and the privileges that we have, the leaderships that we have, and I'm just grateful. And I chose this song this morning because we are so fortunate to live in America and the privileges and everything that we have. You know, in spite of everything that we go through, we are so fortunate. I mean, in our lives, in our families, with our neighbors, with whoever. We are so blessed. And, you know, my weight loss, when I start looking back and seeing all the things that God has let me accomplish, wow, I'm grateful. Things that I couldn't do, I'm doing them now. Yes, there were some times that I just felt like this is not working. Take down the website. You can't take down the website. You can't quit. You got to keep going. If you need some time, take the time. And that's what I did. My weight just would not move. I would gain weight, but I couldn't lose weight, and I was doing the same thing. So what came to me, you need to change what you're doing. And that's what I did, and I'm grateful today. If I was to choose a topic for this video, it would be, what are you made of? You know, I got okay, and I was reading about carbs and sugars and calories and trying to put everything together, and I finally think I got it. And so I start eating, having my carbs and my sugar and my protein and doing my calories, and bam, I was walking in my house and I was feeling really good about what I was doing. And guess what? Right in the middle of my just being thankful for the things that God was allowing me to do, I ended up in the hospital. What are we made of? Why is this happening? I mean, I was walking without my walker. All of a sudden, I get this sharp pain in the right side of my back. I mean, I couldn't walk. And I didn't know why. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink sodas. I drink a whole lot of water. Never ever thinking that it was my kidneys. I mean, hey. And when I got to the hospital, when they were telling me and diagnosing me of what I had, I couldn't believe it. Here I am, one step from walking, and now seems like I'm knock right back down. But what are we made of? What are we made of? See, sometimes we're going through things and it just seems so unreal and sometimes unfair. But what are we going to do about it? Throw in the towel? Give up all the hard work, the labor, the love, the good times, the bad times? Mine is my health. Yours might be your marriage. It might be a friendship. What are we made of? We're more than our obstacles and our disappointments and getting mad with each other, walking away, coming back. When love enters our heart, it's there to stay. And I'm telling you, I am so grateful for all the things that I have accomplished on this journey since 2015, that even though I get knocked down, I get back up, and so can you. I try to talk to us about real things. You know, real things. What's happening in real life? Oh my goodness. There's so much going on around us. But what are we made of? You know, when I was in the hospital and couldn't get out the bed unless they helped me. And they said, Dorcas, if you get out the bed, it's going to alarm. They said, we mean don't get up. And they put a wristband on my hand and it said, fall patient or something like that. And so they had to help me do literally everything. I was put in a position of where I had to depend on somebody to help me do everything. But where is the victory line? Oh my goodness. Where is the victory line? I think victory, that no matter what's going on in our lives, is when we can stand and look at defeat and say to ourselves, but I know what I'm made of. I know what I'm made of. I kept saying, can I go home? And they said no. And the last doctor, I saw 5 doctors. And I was like, I need to get up out of here. And I'm thinking about money. And we have to go through some things so that we can have compassion, love, care, and concern for each other. It's not even about everything that we go through. Sometimes we can help somebody else. I'm concerned about my business, my license, things at the end of the year that have to be paid. 5 doctors that are under contract that bill the insurance separately. My mind is going in a direction that I'm like, oh my goodness. But when I realized that, Dorcas, you can't do nothing about it. Isn't that something when we can't do nothing about it? It's like a prescription. We just have to take what God provides, prescribes for us rather. And so I decided, hey, I had the best care that I've ever had being in the hospital. Those people were very attentive. I've never seen a group of hospital professionals the way that they handled me. I had to stop worrying about everything. And as I surrendered to where I was, my situation, my condition, I found peace. I found joy. I was in my own room in a very comfortable bed, being taken care of, food being brought to the bed. I mean, just everything that I needed. Sometimes we have to see what we're made of, and we have to see that our journey is not just for us, but it's a mission. Because I was able to talk to so many people in the hospital, especially those that waited on me. Why this topic? What are you made of? Or what are we made of? Because we're going into a new year. And there will be challenges. There will be victories. There will be crying. There will be all kind of emotional things that will happen to us in 2020. If we go into the year as though nothing is going to happen to us, or this is going to be a better year, or we go into the year with all of these expectations and maybe they come true and maybe they don't, we have to understand that life and things in our world, it shifts. So we have to be prepared as people to know, and I'm sure we already know this, that there'll be times that it ain't gonna work the way that we want it to work. But we're made of something bigger than problems and situations and circumstances. We are made of something greater than what it looks like, how it feels. We're made in the image and likeness of God, and we can withstand any storm that comes to us. Now that's easier said than done, because when you're in the storm, it does not feel good. But I'm telling you, I came out the hospital and was only in there for a couple days, 2 days, and I was so grateful to get home. And then, so I said, okay, now what you're going to do. And so I had all this medication in me, and I just felt horrible. But I made up in my mind, I'm going to keep going. And so what has had to happen was, okay, now I'm not starting over. See, I could say, okay, I'm going to start over. No, I'm just going to continue from where I'm at. If we keep starting over, then we'll keep going back to where we were. No, I can't go back to where I was. I got to go from where I'm at. And that's something that we have to recognize even in our marriages. And a lot of people that, not a lot, but some of the people that I've talked to that are taking care of loved ones, there'll be days. Oh my goodness, there are days. Caregiving is not easy, but sometimes you have to just walk away, regroup, and then come on back and go from where you're at. And I mean that's just the bottom line. There's no easy formula to taking care of nobody. It really isn't. And that's why, when I'm in the hospital, wherever I am, I try to be more cognate than I used to be. I just wonder what kind of patient I was when I was in Kaiser, because I was so used to everybody doing everything for me and this, that, and the other, and that, and the other, and who you are. They said, who are you? And all that other jive. That stuff don't even matter when you can't do for yourself. It don't matter that you sitting behind the conference table and you got money. When you are in pain, honey, money can't do you no good. So there are things that we have to learn, and that I have learned. Oh my goodness. That people are the most important thing in all of our worlds. We need people. In disasters, you will see people looking for their family before they be looking for their bank card or their phone. They want to know, is my family okay? So this year is a year to be grateful. This year is a year to be thankful. No matter what we went through this year, it is a year to be grateful. But Dorcas, how could you say that? You don't even know what I've been through. I don't. And I don't say that to demeanor or to make you feel like you haven't been through anything. Please don't take it that way. Because I know that some storms are greater than others. And I know the way that we handle things are different from others. And for me to say I understand, I will never say I understand. Because people used to always tell me, Dorcas, I understand. You cannot understand what I'm going through if you haven't been through it. And even if you've been through it, you don't know. We have different emotional levels and we handle things differently. So just because I've lost my mama and you lose your mama, I need to listen to you with love and compassion, because I don't know what you're feeling or what you're going through. Just because you're having problems in your marriage and somebody else is having problems being single and somebody else is struggling in another area does not mean that I understand. But this is what I can do. I can be compassionate, caring, loving, and be willing to listen without prejudice, without judgment. And one thing that Dorcas understands is that I do not have to have your answer. I just don't. Some people you talk to, they got to dig up something to tell you. I can't dig it up if it ain't there. So be grateful for your families this year. Love on your families. Oh my goodness. Love your families and be grateful for your neighbors. I give my neighbors around here, I give them calendars. They take them and, I just talk to people. I just want people to know that I love them. I don't have to know you to love you. That's a misnomer. I just have to be concerned, compassionate, and caring. And if something is happening to you, it's happening to me. And I live in an apartment. The only thing that divides us in an apartment is walls. And if we put walls up in our lives, we will never ever get to experience the greater desire or the greater compassion of love. Sometimes we're afraid of being hurt. You're going to get hurt anyway. So why not just love in the moment? And then if we get hurt, we can always go on and we can always keep loving. How many of us have been hurt with love? Every last one of us. So what's the deal? So this year is going to be a good year, a God year, and I'm praying that your families will be blessed. If you have children, love on your children, and don't wait to just they get ready to go to college and you say, oh, they're leaving. Take time with them now and just find somebody. That's what I do. I live alone. It don't matter to me. I'm going to find me somebody to talk to. I didn't know I like to talk as much as I do. Some people don't want to talk. I talk to them anyway. And then I go back and I be laughing. I said, oh, they didn't want to talk to me. I said, but that's okay. They knew I was there. Anyway, I love you. Have a wonderful 2020 because I doubt I'll be back. And know that the greater one lives on the inside of you. You're more than a conqueror. Greater is he that is within you than he that is in the world. And let's just live life and stop living it so tight. I think it was my secretary, Marty, told me, she said, Dorcas, sometimes you're too hard on yourself. I took that word for myself. And I'm asking God, help me that when I don't make the mark, that I don't be so hard on myself. And sometimes a lot of that has to do with the bringing up of the things, the way that we've been trained, learned behavior. But we can't stay there. We got to deal with what we need to deal with. And if there's some stuff we need to change, we need to start working on it. It can't be because my mama and my daddy was hard on us and all that other stuff. We got to get over that stuff and get out of the childhood behavior mode and move on, because there's a dying world and they need us. The children need us. The husbands and wives need us. Whoever need us. We need each other. Hey, this has been Dorcas Chandler at dorcasgazelle.com. And you know that I love you and I love America. And I'm praying for our government, because this is the greatest country in the world. And I'm grateful to be an American. God bless you. God keep you. In 2020 is my prayer. Hey, I hope to be more faithful with my broadcasting. I do. I hope to be more faithful. I'm going to try. I keep saying it, so I just need to do it right. Okay. Dorcas Chandler at dorcasgazelle.com. And you can look us up pretty much anywhere. Just Google Dorcas Chandler. You can see a lot of things. But anyway, bye-bye, and you be blessed during the coming year. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Oh, I once was lost, but now